Hey guys, Dr. Augustine here. Hope you all are doing well. We are going to take a look at an acid-base reaction, and we're going to look at the effect of an indicator on an acid and a base. And the indicator we're using today is called bromothymol-blue. It changes color depending on whether the solution is acidic or basic. And so we're going to look at hydrochloric acid, that's our acid, and sodium hydroxide, that's our base. So let's roll. Okay, so what we have here are three pieces of filter paper labeled HCl, NaOH, and BTB, and we're going to put a drop of each of these solutions on each piece of filter paper. And the first part of the experiment is to measure how far the solution wicks out onto the filter paper. These are 0.1 molar solutions of the sodium hydroxide and the HCl. So as you can see, when we put the HCl on the surface, it does not change the color at all. It just looks like a wet piece of paper, and so does sodium hydroxide. Now when we put the indicator down just on the filter paper, let's take a look at what it looks like. Dramatic moment. And it has sort of a bluish green look to it. So the first part of our experiment is to put a drop on, then we're going to measure the distance that the surface, that the water wicked out on each of these pieces of filter paper. All right, so the next part of the experiment will be to see the impact of the indicator, bromothymol-blue, on the acid and on the base. So we're going to put a drop of bromothymol-blue in the middle of the acid drop and in the middle of the base drop. See, there's a pretty significant color difference between the two. HCl looks pretty yellow, and the NaOH looks like a pretty bright blue. And the just bromothymol-blue has sort of a greenish color in between. So there's a close-up of each of those. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is put a drop of base in the acidic solution. And we're going to put a drop of acid in the middle of the base solution. Ooh. Pretty, huh? And our final experiment is going to be a combination of the two things. So we're going to put a drop of acid and a drop of base close enough so that the amount that wicks over will overlap each other. So we've actually measured the size, and we've made sure that these drops are within the circles. So once it wicks over, it will cross over the two of them. Turned out we went 0.75 millimeters away from a center drop for each drop, which overlaps about halfway, and now we're going to put a drop of the indicator right in the middle. Super slow-mo. Right, there we go. The effective indicator on acids and base. You can see that the blue solution is a basic solution, the yellow is an acidic solution, and green is for a neutral surface. Bye, thanks for watching.